It's midwinter in Chatham. Gone are the crowds of the summer. Some of the restaurants are closed for the season, and many retail stores are on hiatus. Regardless of the slowdown from the busy summer months, Chatham has plenty going on. The Orpheum is doing a brisk business with some fabulous new movies, especially with the showing of The Finest Hours. The Health and Swim Club is starting a new health improvement program. The Council on Aging has a packed schedule, and the Eldridge Library has some very interesting programs during the month. In addition to their regularly scheduled writers and readers groups, I'm Huntley Harrison, together with Richard Garvin, to bring you the February installment of Chatham Today, the show that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the town of Chatham. Today, we are fortunate to have with us Mr. Mike Giorgio, president of the Chatham Chamber of Commerce, to talk with us about the impact of the movie The Finest Hours on business and tourism this coming summer. So, without further ado, Mr. Mike Giorgio. Mike, tell us, The Finest Hours is opening this week. How do you see this impacting business and tourism in Chatham this coming summer?
Well, thanks for having me here. I really appreciate it. I think anything to do with Chatham, nationally is going to bring people here. I think we saw that evidenced in the prior movie, not a blockbuster, but Summer Catch. We got a lot of traction from that. I'm not sure if your viewers know, but Huntley had a cameo in that movie. I think it was your hand, correct?
Yeah, right. I think it was my hand.
But I tell you, we still have people, I own a restaurant in Chatham, we still have people that come in and talk about that movie. And this being a Disney movie, it's just going to, it's going to be that times 100, I think. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also had the Golden Boys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we had some town residents in
That's
that
right.
as well.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't there an Adam Sandler movie that was done here?
Somewhere on the Cape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
somewhere
some
on the
scenes
Cape.
were
They
shot
might have
here
had
in
some
Chatham,
scenes shot here.
down by
Yeah.
Oyster Pond.
yeah, that's right. So we expect maybe some larger crowds and
I would expect
parking
that we would.
issues.
Yeah, well, we always have those.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think certainly it'll pique some interest in people. Maybe people that live locally, within a 100-mile radius that haven't been here or maybe been to the Cape, and summer in places like Falmouth or something that'll want to come here for the day and check it out. I think we're going to see a lot of that, definitely.
Right. Well, we've had the Sharks, and
Yep.
that brought some people.
It did.
And we've certainly kind of capitalized on that.
Yep.
And I'm sure they'll be back again
I'm
next
sure.
summer. And there was a buzz last winter when they were filming here. Did we notice any impact on that when they were here in terms of the lodging and the restaurants and the film crews using our resources?
I think absolutely. Speaking again as from personal experience, I know that we had a lot of the film crew coming in. They were eating. I spoke to the people in the lodging sector, and there were people staying in the rooms, and it was a great time of year for that because it was a slower time of year for most businesses that are still open. And I know from talking to my peers in the restaurant business that we saw a lot of the I wouldn't say we saw the big time actors, but we definitely saw a lot of the crew. And at the Red Nun we had the crew wrap up party at the end. So again, it was a great time of year for that because it's a slower time of year for us. So anytime we can get a little extra business is great.
It's great.
So,
yeah.
Well, the thing is, the crew is going to outnumber the actors. So
Right.
They're like the mass of people that you
Right.
get. Whereas the actors, they're probably sitting in a trailer
right.
getting catered to.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Has there been any discussion among the retailers and inn owners that you might know of that regarding the anticipated crowds, doing anything special to?
Yes, I know as a board we talked about, with a lot of anticipation when the movie was going to premiere, and I know that sort of got backed up a couple times. I think it was supposed to be premiere last fall. But yeah, there's a lot of anticipation, as far as things going on. I know they're premiering it at the Orpheum Theater, which I think is great.
That
They're
is
going to have Coast Guard auxiliary people on hand for that. I believe they're going to have the boat there as well at the theater, and they're doing a special, cocktails before, and I think they sold 140 tickets for that. And I think it sold out very quickly.
Right. In fact, I tried to get a ticket,
Right.
and they were gone.
Yeah, I guess I won't attempt
We
to
won't be
make it.
going that. No.
No.
We'll be seeing the movie later.
Yeah, right.
But how about this coming summer? Do you think there might be any special events that maybe CBI or some of the other places might be planning? Have you heard anything?
I haven't. I know that CBI is doing, in conjunction with the Orleans Historical Society, is doing I think they have what they call sort of a mobile museum, which they're going to set up at CBI, and I don't think it's going to run in this summer, but it's going to be there for a while. So
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Well,
And-
that'll be nice to know that people can go visit and see some of the artifacts.
Right. As far as this summer, I don't think there's anything planned. Not that I know of. It's not on our radar, but you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I noticed in today's Cape Cod Times that there was a gentleman who went out and surveyed the site of the wreck and took some sonar pictures of it, and it's right on the front page of the paper where it shows the outline of the ship. And I was always wondering if you could see it from the air, if you knew what the GPS coordinates were, if you could look down and see it. I don't know. But it was kind of interesting. It looks like it's deteriorated quite a bit over 60 years.
Yeah.
But I'm sure people have dived on it.
Yeah.
You know?
In fact, when I used to scuba dive, they did take people out there to dive on that wreck.
Oh, okay.
I never did it, but I had anticipated doing it, but never got around to
Well,
it.
that's interesting.
Yeah. And just to go back a couple steps here, you said, Mike, that they were going to have the boat there?
Yes, they're going to have the Orleans Historical Society restored the boat.
Okay.
So
it's up in Rock Harbor now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So they're going to have the boat. I'm pretty sure they're going to have the boat at the theater for the premiere, and then the boat's going to go to Chatham Bars Inn for the opening of the museum.
Do you know where they're going to put it? I mean,
It's a big boat.
It
It's
is a
what?
big-
It's 36
Yes, 36
Yeah,
feet
it's
long,
good size.
and pretty wide, too.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I would hopefully they put it right out front, but
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll see, yeah. That'd be nice.
yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's quite.
If you've never seen it, it's pretty. When you think about those guys in a 36-foot boat in 60-foot seas, it's pretty amazing.
Oh, that
It is
is
amazing.
it is.
It is
It-
amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. So, one kind of final question here: do you think? And I think I know the answer already, but I'm going to ask it. Will this ultimately be a good thing for Chatham?
Absolutely, I think we as a town and we look forward to things like this, and it's nice to when you see the trailers for the movie. I think most of them have the lighthouse there,
Yep.
and it's funny you ask because I was sitting there last night and they were showing pictures of the premiere in Hollywood, and all the stars are there and a bunch of people, and I imagine them sitting in the theater, and this is going to happen across the country. And Chatham it's
pretty
even though
well
a lot
known.
of it wasn't filmed here, a lot of it was, some of it wasn't, but it's all about here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's going to be, I don't know how many theaters it's going to be in, but our name is out
Going to be
there.
out there, yeah. And I think the curiosity factor will kick in.
Yeah.
See what is it like? What can we see from the overlook at the lighthouse?
Right.
Can we see the wreck? Of course,
Right,
whatever. But
And going back to your other point, there was a lot of people in town that were extras in the movie, and it'd be interesting to see them.
sure.
I know that Shireen Davis, they used the trap dock down at Stage Harbor, I think, as the watering hole in the movie, and then they shot some scenes on the water. And I know that she and Ernie went up to the premiere in Boston today.
Oh, neat.
They were invited to that. So yeah, I think everything about it is going to be great.
It's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I hope the movie's a success, and because I think it'll be obviously good for us and good for Disney, obviously. But I think I'm looking forward to seeing it. And
Yeah,
everything.
me too.
Yeah. Well, Rich, you have anything else?
Well, I just want, as far as extras are concerned, you see this guy over here who's behind the camera?
Yeah.
He was an extra.
Was he?
He doesn't like to get in front of the camera, but I'm going to say, Ryan, way to go.
Good job, Ryan.
Okay. Well, Mike, thank you very much for
Thank
being
you.
here.
My pleasure.
And,
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
spending some time with us.
Anytime.
And we really appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And we'll be back to our regular programming momentarily.
The Council on Aging kicks off the month of February with their free Movie Mondays featuring A Walk in the Woods on Monday, February 1st, at 1 o'clock. You can sit back and enjoy this comedy adventure starring Robert Redford, Nick Nolte, and Emma Thompson. Don't forget to come at noon and enjoy a warm lunch for $7 from the Gourmet Cafe menu. Please call to make your lunch reservation. Transportation is available.
Have you seen that movie?
Have I seen that movie? No, but I read the book.
Yeah.
And it was several years ago, but I found it fascinating. You know, just the idea of the Appalachian Trail, this thing from Georgia to Maine.
Yeah.
And I guess his name is Bryson. He really tells a good tale.
Yeah, Bill Bryson is the author, and I happened to go see the movie. I didn't read the book,
Yeah.
but I went to the movie, and apparently someone told me that the movie follows the book pretty closely.
Oh, well, that's good.
You know, about these two guys that go out
Yeah.
and they're trying to discover themselves, and
Yeah.
one in retirement and one who's kind of trying to escape
Yeah.
some of his kind of evil deeds, so to speak, from prior, running from the bill collector and a few other things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it's hilarious. There's some good scenes. There are also some poignant scenes in it,
Yeah.
where they really start talking about, about their lives and
Yeah.
where they're going,
Yeah.
and where they've been, and the fact that the Appalachian Trail is so challenging that it starts bringing out a lot of their kind of inner spirit and,
Yeah.
and some
Yeah.
philosophical discussions. It's
Sure,
really-
and the thing is, you're isolated. You're there. You are in the woods. You're away from civilization.
yeah.
So now it's just you two individuals.
Yep.
And the things you would not normally discuss all of a sudden become topics of
very
conversation.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we recommend it.
It's a good book and a good movie.
Whether we like it or not, tax season, boo, is upon us. The AARP Tax Foundation is setting up appointments on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8:30 in the morning to 3:15 in the afternoon, starting February 3rd and running through April 13th. This service is available free to taxpayers with low and moderate income, with special attention to those 60 and over, ensuring they receive applicable tax credits and deductions. AARP Foundation Tax Aid is offered in cooperation with the IRS. Chatham seniors will be served at the AARP regional site at the Chatham Community Center. Stop by the Chatham COA to make an appointment and receive your intake packet. Transportation will be available. Call for more information. On Monday, the 8th, Be Our Valentine Luncheon and Show. If you miss first night, here is your chance to catch a wonderful performance. The cool, stripped-down jazz, soul, and blues sounds of Chev Hardy and Frank Paransky will provide a Valentine's luncheon to remember. Lunch and show, $9. Transportation will be available. Call to make your reservation now. Wednesday, February 10th, is the monthly birthday celebration. If you were born in the month of February and reside in Chatham, join them for their monthly birthday celebration. Call or stop by the front desk to register. Continuing with the Valentine festivities, on Friday, February 12th at 11 a.m., there will be a free Valentine tea and social at the First Methodist Church on Cross Street. Finger sandwiches, desserts, tea, and the like will be offered at this lunch celebrating the sweet holiday in style. Transportation will be provided for those who need it. Call the COA to reserve your ride by Wednesday, the 10th. Parking on site is limited. The church recommends parking in the town hall lot nearby. Walk-ins are welcome. The monthly trip to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's will take place on Wednesday, the 17th. The event begins at 10 a.m. The COA van will leave Chatham at 9, and space is limited. Call the COA for information and registration. Although this next item has an amusing title, It is a serious and important subject. On Monday, February 22nd at 1 o'clock, everything you wanted to know about funeral planning but were afraid to ask. Let's face it, nobody wants to discuss funeral planning, but why not get your questions answered and be able to make your wishes known ahead of time? The good people from Nickerson Funeral Homes will be discussing cremation versus burial, veterans benefits, what kind of information will be needed, ceremonial traditions, and more. Come along or with a loved one and have your questions answered with a clear mind, not an emotionally charged heart. Please call the COA to register. Transportation will be available. And finally, for the month of February, there will be a Social Security presentation on the 29th at 1 p.m. Delia DeMello, Public Affairs Specialist from the Social Security Administration, will be discussing what you need to know about the new My Social Security electronic services, as well as updates and how to protect yourself from fraud. There will also be a questions and answer period. This is a free event. Please call to register. Here's something coming up in March that you definitely need to mark on your calendar. On Thursday, March 10th, there will be a day trip to the Providence Performing Arts Center to see, an all-time favorite, The Sound of Music. Transportation to and from the show will be provided with lunch at your cost at Panera Bread in the Providence Place Mall. If you are interested in attending, in order to secure a spot on the van, you must pay your cost in full at the time of reservation. They cannot hold a spot without payment. The cost for the ticket is $31 and is non-refundable. Reservations are on a first-come, first-served basis. Please make your reservation and $31 payment at the COA office. For more information, call 945-5190. Also, be sure to visit the Council on Aging's website at www.chathamcoa.com for more detailed information regarding their events and activities for the month. Just click on the flash link to see the monthly newsletter.
And now for the events at the Eldridge Public Library. On Wednesday, February 3rd, library ebooks at 10:15, the Kindle Reader, and at 11:30, the iPad. Reference librarian Amy Andresen will present instructions for downloading library ebooks to your device and tips for searching the CLAMS digital library site. Registration is required. You can register online or call the library at 945-5170. Saturday, February 6th at 2 p.m., author event with Thomas Wolfson. This Cape Cod author will be at the library to talk about his fictionalized memoir, The Blackfish Inheritance, a story about a man attempting to escape from the outsized influence of his father and his attempt to come into his own. This month's selection for the Book to Film discussion group is Children of Men by P.D. James. The group will meet on Saturday, February 13th at 2 p.m. On Tuesday, February 23rd, from 7 to 8:30 p.m., Ballroom Shenanigans. Teacher Brett Ouch Kunis will show ballroom beginners the basics. No talent or dancing skills necessary. You'll laugh your way into the dance floor and have a ball. Bring your partner and swing. Come as you are with your dancing shoes on. The shenanigans will take care of themselves. Register at the library front desk. And finally, on Sunday, February 28th at 2 p.m., Sunday afternoons at the Eldridge, the Galapagos Islands. Experience the wonder and beauty of Ecuador's Galapagos Islands with Jennifer McMullen. Now for some items of general interest. The Chatham Health and Swim Club is starting a program in February geared to improving your overall health and fitness. CHIP, the Complete Health Improvement Program, can help you see significant health changes in as little as 30 days. Working with Carol Penfield, a nurse practitioner, you will see improvement in blood pressure, cholesterol, triglycerides, your body mass index and weight, fasting blood sugar level, and improve sleep and resilience. The program can help to prevent, arrest, and even reverse chronic disease. One participant from last year's program said, "CHIP is truly life-changing, life-expanding. My improvements in fasting glucose, pounds shed, cholesterol, and blood pressure were astonishing. If you have any health concerns, why wait? Sign up now. There is a free information session on Saturday, February 6th at 11 a.m. at the Health Club on Kroll Road. And the sessions begin on Thursday, February 11th, and run each Thursday for 18 weeks from 5:30 to 7 p.m. The program includes health screenings, educational sessions, exercise ideas, and a chip kit with information to help you continue with your new healthy lifestyle. After the course, drop in or call the club for details at 945-3555 or email info@chathamhealthclub.com. One last note, if you can't make the February course, it will be repeated in April, and we will have details for you at that time. Enroll today.
The Creative Arts Center will host the 19th Annual Juried Photography Contest, co-sponsored with the Cape Cod Viewfinders Club, from Monday, February 8th through Friday, February 12th, from 1 to 4 p.m. This show is huge, full of exciting and original photography. The walls will be crammed with art, photography, black and white images, and color images, displaying a diverse variety of subject matter. The quality of the work at this show is stunning, and the awards always well-deserved. There will be an opening reception and award ceremony on Sunday, the 7th, from 3 to 5 p.m. An introduction to I Ching, the classical Chinese Book of Changes. This program will take place on Saturday, February 6th, from 2 to 3:30 p.m. at Pilgrim's Landing, 880 Main Street, on the second floor. In this workshop, Margot Steinstra will introduce some of the wonder of the Book of Changes through the key observations of Carl Jung, share the importance of inquiry, preparation, and provide an opportunity to investigate and consult. Dress comfortably, and be prepared to relax and inquire together. And for Valentine's Day, Chatham paints the town chocolate.
All right.
It sounds good. From February 12th through the 14th, you can spend a romantic weekend in Chatham and enjoy the sights and sounds of this magical town. The Chatham Chamber of Commerce and the Merchants and Lodging Association are putting together a great flyer containing coupons and specials for everyone staying in Chatham for the Valentine's Day weekend. Chocolate lovers will see how sweet it is and look for details about the Hanger Dance planned for Saturday, February 13th at the airport. For those of you who like to plan ahead, the Cape Cod Commercial Fishermen's Alliance will open their Meet the Fleet season on Wednesday, March 30th by hosting a discussion on seals. We will provide more information regarding this program in the March show.
That wraps it up for this time. We'd like to thank Mike Giorgio for spending time with us today and providing some thoughts on the impact of the movie The Finest Hours on Chatham this coming summer. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Chatham Today. Remember, the show runs on Channel 99 on Mondays at 9 a.m. and several other times during the week. If you missed the cable cast or want to see it again, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, or you can visit our website. Just do a Google search for site/Chatham Today. It should be the first entry you see. The web address is on the screen now. Chatham Today is a video chronicle of the events and activities in the town of Chatham. If you would like to have what's happening in your organization announced on the air, please email us. We look forward to hearing from you. You can also like us on Facebook under Chatham Today. We hope you do. Thank you for watching. We'll see you down the road.